Hello. Once again, this is Ella Hidalgo TV. Please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification button for more updates of my videos. So today guys, nandito ako sa isang lugar. It's actually a sea coast here in England. At ito nga po yung Airbnb ng aking kaibigan, kaklase ko before in high school, na napangasawa po niyang isang non-Filipino husband. And ayun, kakausapin natin siya kung paano nila nasimulan ang B&B na to. And how are they managing it? So kausapin natin sila. Okay, Jorgen, can you tell me about yourself? Like, where you from originally and your main job?
I'm originally from Germany and live here in the UK now I was getting nearly 7 years. And yes, my job is, my whole life I spent in the construction business. From different jobs, I started with a quite easy job. From a laborer, you can say, up to my last job, what I did in Germany, an Amazon distribution center, was a project director. And after this job, we had first COVID. Traveling was really difficult. And I said, okay, do something new. No? And I had a chance to buy a house here. And during the last 2 years, I fit out a house and renovated here the garden shed. The garden shed was in really bad conditions. Mm-hmm. And what I did here, you can see it.
Yeah. And why did you choose to live in UK? Like to do you still go to Germany, or you prefer living in UK than Germany?
A bit longer. I make it quite short. No? I was, before I left, 10 years in the solar industry, in the solar power industry. We built large solar farms all around, mostly in Germany, but all around Europe. And the government changed its funding policy and knocked the whole industry out. In this time, 80% of the workers in the industry lost their job. I left the industry and said, okay, go back to the construction business where I come from. But I couldn't get a job in Germany at this time. And they told me I'm too old. Mm. Oh. So I was, in this time, 49 years. And they told me I'm too old. So I wrote plenty of applications. But nobody was interested. Okay, what can I do? I have some money in the background. I was okay, then try. Go to UK. I set up a business. Was the first step what I did here in UK. Set up a business. I did a business in Germany. Well, for safety reasons, was more safe. Mm-hmm. And then as I traveled backwards, forwards, okay, hey, it's a really nice place here in UK. Yeah. Okay, and then really soon I moved over and said, okay, then yes, that's the reason why I'm here.
Yeah, you mentioned about age. You know, it's the same as the Philippines. No, because in the Philippines you have a certain age for you to be to get a job. Like for example, like this job is for only 25 years old. Do you think that's the right thing for the country to have age limit on a certain job?
It's not right. But let me say, here in UK, they don't care. Especially in the construction industry, they don't care how old you are. So I used to work with people together. They was over 70, 74, 75, 76 years old. And they carry out an amazing job in the construction business. And these people, they have skills. The younger people never have it. No?
Yeah, I think this is a good thing in UK
this is really
as well.
Nice. And this is the point why I live here in UK. Age is not an issue here.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing in UK, right? Like there's no, I mean, good thing in UK is there's no discrimination at all. Any age you can still get a job. As what you said, you saw someone working at the age of 70, which is good. And also you mentioned about you used to work in a solar company, is that it? And then
it was solar power industry, yes.
Yeah, and I heard about your invention from, of course, you have a Filipino wife of Judy. And can you tell us about your invention?
Yes, as I said, I was 10 years in the solar power industry, and we had the intention to change our world. But after these 10 years, and now another 10 years are gone, and what did we really do? All this work we did have absolutely no impact in the carbon emissions of our planet. Mm-hmm. Or in other words, this job was a failure. So they have to think, okay, do something different. No? How can we make this industry a success? And 2 years ago, as I bought the house, the first thing what I did, there was a boiler. As I took over the house, there was a boiler a gas boiler in it. I just stripped it out and threw it out of the window. I was like, okay, fossil fuels are not an option for me. And then I started with the research. What technology is available on the market? And I got some quotes for heat pumps and other systems. Okay, then what I want, I couldn't find the technology what I really want to make this a success. So I was like, okay, then yes, buy the components and design your own heating system. And this is exactly what I do. And I can promise you, if I ask any plumber or any other people in the industry, is like, hey, I did it in this way, everybody will tell me it is not possible. But I can say, I have my house warm.
Yeah.
And I use, at the moment during the year, over 90% of energy of the sun and just 10% electricity. And I think this is the right step forward into a more sustainable future without fossil fuels.
And it helps us as well with, of course, the expenses. It lessens the expenses, the bills. It help out. And do you plan of putting out that your invention to the market?
I tried already for a long time. Or you can't believe how difficult it is. The oil and gas industry, they are so strong in politics, in industry, everywhere. And just look at schools, sport, everything is funded by the oil and gas industry. And they have the control about anything. And if I work alone, it is really hard, nearly impossible. First of all, the technology what I use, the most people don't believe it works. It's depends on over years introducing some technology what they think okay is the future, but it don't work. Solar power, it don't work for move away from fossil fuels. Solar power protect the fossil fuels, no? Especially the oil and gas industry. And I can just explain in detail later, there's no problem. If somebody wants the details, how does it work and how they protect the oil and gas industry.
So did you stop pushing this project for it to be known, or are you still do you still have the hope that one day?
I start again.
Yeah.
So last year I tried for half a year in different ways that you can put it on the market, but there's no interest. And you can see it at the moment. And all countries in the world, they just look for oil and gas. They are not interested. Not the politics or not the industry really interested in such new technologies. Then with this technology, first you have to change your mind and think energy or heat in a different way. And change the mind, it's a long process.
And
yes.
And then do you still have any other inventions aside from that, or?
I had some different inventions in the past. So I invented, for example, a gearbox in my younger age, what BMW used it later as a gearbox for the steering wheel. And yeah, there were some different things what I did in the past. No? Or solar power plants. No? As I always said, it's not right how we do this. Put a panel just in the south and say, okay, then we get the most of the output. No? I tried different combinations, different installations to improve the power. And with the solar industry, we always have the problem. No? In the night it is dark. No? We don't have the sun. No? And then we have the problems with the weather. No? And this makes this energy quite difficult, but I think this will be the future. And if you think, what's the sources of energy that are available? So all the plants, all the humans, they rely on the energy of the sun. No? All our life, all what we are, is based on the sun. And we are our technology is at the moment not able to use this energy for ourselves. We say, okay, we have fossil fuels. We did it in the past.
And in the Philippines, they use a lot of solar as well. I know someone who already promoted this solar technology in the Philippines.
Let me say, Philippines is a different picture.
Yeah, because
they have a different
really
climate.
Have the sun, yeah.
They have more sun, but be careful with the sun. No? You have also a lot of clouds in the Philippines. No? And if it's hot, especially solar power, no? If it's really hot and you have clouds, the power of the solar panels are not really good. No? It's not that much. No? So what I do here, I produce with my system just heat. No?
Yeah.
Keep the house warm and warm water. This is what I do. In the Philippines, it's something what you don't need. No? So heating up water, this is, yeah. But you need power in the Philippines. No? This is a completely different picture. Or you need a cooling systems. No? You also can run it with the sun. No? That is not a problem. And you have to design the system in a different way. No? And the technology, we have it already with a aircon. No?
That's true.
This is a really similar system as like a aircon cooled system down.
Yeah, and now let's talk about of course I stayed here for one night in your B&B. Let's talk about it. When did you build? Did you personally build this B&B?
Yes, you can see this is completely new. There was an old garden shed in the shape how it is at the moment. It was a bit bigger, and I said, okay, my experience in the past, I designed several apartments, other things. No? And I said, okay, I said to myself, okay, I have this certain amount of space available, and I try to make the most of it. No? And I said to myself, okay, how much space do you really need to feel comfortable, no? And accommodate a certain amount of people? And this was at the end a result. The main design, I did it already in Germany. No? I just updated the main shape of the building into the shape of the house, and yeah, so made a start. No?
You built this all by yourself on your own, or did you have?
The whole garden shed was just an idea in my mind. So okay, there is an old garden shed, make things new, and then I designed everything by myself. Okay, do some measurements, did some drawings on a draw board first. Say, okay, is the distances, the spaces, fit everything's
and this is being advertised already on website.
I run it at the moment at Airbnb, and we are very well booked. Okay, we have really good experience with Airbnb. We did it last year already during the summer, and this year, okay, we started again. And the behavior changed a little bit this year. Then we have mostly one-day bookings, mostly. And they are just 1 or 2 days in advance. No?
I see.
It makes us a bit more busy. No? Then better is, okay, we have bookings for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Probably it will change a bit when we come more in the spring or in summer.
For our viewers out there, like of course they wanted to know how much will it cost to stay in your B&B.
We don't have an influence in the prices direct. No? This is the pricing makes mostly. We just give a framework, what we want, and Airbnb advertised our accommodation here on the website, and the prices are defined by the market.
I see. Yeah, and of course, like how long are you running this B&B already?
We did it last year.
You started last year.
Yeah. Okay. Last year in May we started, and we did it until October. So we don't do this in the winter. It is not really prepared for the winter months. No?
Any challenges that you've encountered having this business?
Yes, every business has some challenges. No? So one challenge is here, the neighbors are looking really intensive what we are doing here, no? And they complain at the council, okay, we can do this other things. So there is a process at the moment on the way to sort out the issues. I think we will sort it out, then there is no disturbance or other things for the neighbors.
And I can say, you know, I stayed here for one night and it's very cozy. As soon as I reached this place yesterday, I fell asleep because it's so cozy, it's so relaxing, you know, and it's so quiet. And I mean, this is really good for relaxation. This place, and of course, it's near the beach, right? It's a walking distance, and it's between Eastbourne and Brighton as well, which is a good location. And bus is accessible as well. And of course, I mentioned a while ago you're married to a Filipina lady. Why did you choose a Filipina to be a wife?
As I met her first, and I had some experience here in, mostly in Germany, no? Also here in UK. And it's okay, as I met her, I was okay, oh, there's something different. The thinking is different. I was okay, hey, this is really interesting, no? It was really impressive for me. I was okay, hey, see things a little bit a different way, and and I'm absolutely happy in this relationship, no? I'm so happy to found her, and yes, we can do this together. It is, by the way, not always easy, no? To invest here, and this is, you spend a lot of money, and then do you get your money back in running the property? It's not that easy, and especially my invention, other things, no? I spend everything in this, and if you are not really straight away successful, you know, with all this technology what you develop, it is sometimes not easy, but I must say with my wife we manage it perfect, no?
Yeah, the most important thing is you support each other as well, right? And I think, like, I mean, most non-Filipino husbands that I spoke with who are married with Filipina, they said like Filipinos are more caring. Is that true?
Caring, yeah, that's right, right. And how to run the family or to look after my child, this is absolutely amazing, yeah. This is, yes.
Do you see yourself living in England for good, or do you have plans of going to the Philippines, maybe like live there, or Germany?
It's all options. I also have a house in Germany, no? So I don't know what's the future there, no? So Philippines, this is, I like the country. I was there just for 2 weeks before COVID, no? And then travel restrictions was really difficult to travel. And if I have the chance, I want to go there definitely, no? So live there is, with our small daughter, a bit difficult at the moment, no? So I really want her to be educated here in UK. And I really like the school system, what they have here, how the education systems work there, no? So I have the direct different, I can compare it with Germany, and I must say the school system here is much better than Germany.
That's good, yeah. And yeah, thank you so much for your time here again. And of course, thank you for allowing me to stay in your B&B. And it's a nice place actually. So hopefully it will be successful. Of course, it's near summer, and would you like to maybe invite everyone, especially people from USA, because this will be aired in Kumusta Kabayan?
Although definitely from USA, I really like guests from all around the world, no? Then always, if you have a chat with people, no? And always, you can learn from so much from different people, no? And as I told you, the Filipinos, no? They have a bit of different approach to think about things in life, no? The Americans, no? I met already a lot of Americans, especially in the business and other things. We used to work a lot together, and it was really nice. I really invite people to come here to discover the south coast of UK, and yes, and enjoy this cozy place.
Thank you so much,
Jürgen. One thing I want to say, no? And what you see here, the Airbnb, no? Okay, my house is still under construction. This will be my future, no? Design incredible things, places, no? Break the borders. Say, okay, don't produce the standard. Say, okay, try something different. Try to do different materials and do a different design. And this is one product here, no? My house. Hopefully I can do next year or in some months a video of our house. What I did, what I changed in the normal construction business, in the way how to live. This will be my future. I want to be more creative.
Yeah, I can see you're very creative, very skillful, and I can see that you're a genius. You invented that. You know, it takes a lot of intelligence to do it. And thank you so much, Jürgen, for your time.
You're welcome.
Yeah, take care. Garden, you've done this garden as well.
Completely, yes. And all the material, what I see is old materials from the construction site. So I get on this, I have to rearrange it.
Mm-hmm. So that's the solar panel that you've...
Yeah, this is vacuum pipes. Mm-hmm. And this is on the side there's the booster.
Okay.
Take the energy from the sun.
Yeah.
And then I use the booster and level it up just in case we need it. Now, at the moment we have enough sunlight, it's fine. No? So we have enough energy. That's it.
So yun guys, natapos natin interviewin si Jürgen, isang German nationality, and of course he's married to a Filipina, which is a good friend of mine, Judy. So anyone guys, so this is, as he said, this is usually before it was a shed, and it's converted to a B&B. So anyone who are in England and want to have a holiday here in the south, I think we're on a southeast part, or no, it's in a coastal part of England, which is, they call it Seaford. Ayan, pwede kayo magstay dito. Napakagandang place, guys. And you have the garden as well. You've seen the garden, and of course the solar panel that you again invented. Support my YouTube channel, Ella Hidalgo TV. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share it. Thank you so much. God bless.